so pretty, 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 pretty. You're so pretty, 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 pretty. You're so pretty, 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 pretty.
Welcome to another episode of Truth Be Told. And today we'll be doing career talk because myself and Amaka here, we aligned career-wise to a large extent. And we both have passion for being a flight attendant. And for the record, we both licensed flight attendants. Period. But we've been asked a few questions regarding that career in particular. Everyone wants to go into the aviation industry, but then they need to know what to do. Is it just after the training of 6 or 3 months, once I'm done with the training, am I just going to get a job from an airline? Do I have to know people? I mean, my LinkedIn is so full. Everybody be like, I look up to you. Like, I have questions on my LinkedIn. I'm like, this person is very long ago.
No, it's just the fact that a lot of young girls, especially because it's more of women going into being a cabin crew. I'm not trying to be sexist, but men barely go into being cabin crews.
I mean,
in fact, it used to be air hostess.
Yes.
But then people started saying air hostess sound very sexist, because there are men that actually cabin crew, so they started using the word cabin crew. So people just think, oh, it's just being a fine girl if you're fine and you're tall and you're eloquent, and
that is not it. That is not
aviation school was the most hectic 6 weeks of my life. The most hectic 6 weeks of my life. I've never been so stressed because when I was living amongst people I've never lived with in a room. I'll wake up in the morning. You can relate.
Bro, you have to just blend. Like, you don't even have a choice. There is no manual that's going to prepare you for what you're facing.
So we both went to different aviation schools. I went to Universal School of Aviation.
I went to Aero Consult.
Still in Lagos too.
Yeah.
But the thing is, our experiences are
quite
almost
different.
the same.
It's different because you stayed in the hostel. I was doing day. I was going.
Going and
coming. I didn't stay in the hostel.
Yeah, but I mean, there are people who actually did the going and coming in my school, but those were people whose houses
were Lagosians and maybe their houses are close by. You just moved to Lagos at that time.
Yeah, I mean, there are even Lagosians that stayed in the hostel. Because our hostel was really, really big. We had like the cabin crew, we had people doing piloting, we had people doing ticketing and reservations, we had a lot of people, tourism too. So it was a huge deal.
But I mean, a lot has to be addressed in the aviation industry. But we are going to be speaking based on the one we were trained and based on my experience as a flight attendant student at that time. There were certain things I believed were supposed to be in place, like some information are supposed to go out there even before you register. Like, for instance, I remembered, we were done with our practicals. We were done with drilling. We were done with all of those practical aspects of it before we went for our medicals. So when we went for our medicals, and one of my colleagues at that time, she was SS, but no one knew. But I'm sure she knew.
Of course.
But she's very LD. Do you get? She's very LD. She looks great. She's fit and all of those. And when we got there, part of our medicals was that they would do your genotype. Of course, then they said she cannot proceed. She had wasted time. She had wasted money. Because
energy
and everything. She had attended all of the classes. Now medicals is like stressful. Medicals is like the last leg of it. So she was heartbroken. Because all of us, like we there was so much love in my section, in my class. Although we had a few people like divided, but like group of us that went together that day, we were all heartbroken for her. It was sad. So I believe that something like that should be said out even before they register.
A lot of things have to even be said.
A lot of things.
Because one, these aviation schools or institutions don't tell you that if you don't have NYSC results,
if you don't have NYSC results, you're not going into a job.
You get it's one thing that when you go for an airline interview, the first thing they'll ask you is bring out your NYSC discharge data.
Yes, and even if you don't have, they say, did you exempt?
Do you get they will ask you questions, but these schools would not tell you. Of course, they won't tell you all those ones. But in my school, they will tell you about your weight and your height. They will tell you. I remember someone who was overweight. I mean, the thing with obesity, people think is when you're overly big. You can just once your BMI is off, you're obese.
You're obese.
So this girl, she doesn't look big, but she was obese, and they told her, they told her that she was going to find it very difficult getting a job. Because the industry is very competitive.
Yeah.
Aviation
Very,
is
very
a small
industry
in Nigeria.
Yes.
It's so small.
Do you even know how many
Very
students
small.
that graduate from
Exactly.
class
I get licensed
every month
every
that get
time.
licensed every
It
time?
is crazy.
Have you? I can tell from the amount of comments, the amount of engagement I get
That,
on
oh,
LinkedIn
whenever
when they
you
just
make a
put
post.
vacancy out.
Yes.
When they put
Yes.
we are hiring cabin crew, please apply. You will
People.
see 20,000.
And you think you're very, very fine, and you go for an interview.
You see
beautiful ladies.
beautiful
Yeah,
ladies.
It's very,
yes,
it's very,
very
very
competitive. Very, very
You get
competitive.
so, but it's. I feel like over the years, aviation
Yeah.
industry has been glamorized. Oh, just go to an aviation school, get licensed, and you get a
No,
job.
it's more than
No,
that.
it's more than that. It's more than that. I don't want to even dive into that, but I also want to say that people also have this perception that just be a fine girl, be tall, and you get the license.
No.
See, what you learn in aviation to become a cabin crew, which I did.
I am.
You would. It goes from first aid to crew resource management.
There are a lot of things.
There are a lot of things. I can't even start imagining. It consists of air law, aircraft type. I mean, I did Boeing 737. So you did Boeing. So it is crazy because it takes a lot of hard work and determination for you to actually go through these exams, go through this class, go through this grooming. When I mean grooming, you're waking up very early in the morning. There's a way there's a certain way you should dress.
I for one did my exam twice. Oh, and it was strenuous. So cutoff was 70. Is it? I think 78 or 76.
No, I think it's 80.
80, right? 80. So the first, my aircraft type.
Yeah.
I had 78. I was always short in 2 marks. And they were like the most stressful time of my life because I thought I was doing because I thought I was doing everything. I was reading everything that I needed to read. In fact, I had a support system at that time that I was able to have it together. Yeah. But they were the most stressful.
Let me even
3 months of my life before I finally passed my exams. I was always this thing will not tell you because you had 78 or because you had 76. Try again or something. You failed.
It will just tell you failed. Of course.
Failed.
No, it's a system now.
Failed. I was always crying.
No, Lord.
If I go again, because you have to pay, then you have to register and all of this, I would prepare for like 3 months and go take my exams again. This is somebody that is very smart. Guy. Oh my God. This is me that I am so smart.
It's not even about smartness.
When we went for our aircraft visitation, I was already feeling like a fly girl. I was already my coach at that time was like, just get your license and you get the job. Get this. I was already a fly girl.
In a class, people that are brilliant.
Yeah.
You just know. You as a student, you know that. This one's a book. You get. So he was that one guy like that. He's from I think Kwara State. I don't know if he's Hausa, but he's very smallish. I've forgotten his name. He has this Muslim name. So he was so smart. We know say this boy is Sabi book. And I think we had just 4 guys in my class. So and then they divided our class into 2. I was in class B. So it was the only boy in class B. The other 3 guys were in class A. So this guy was doing so well in assignments, everything. You don't understand what this tutor is teaching. He's going to explain it. He will bring it down to your level. And you start asking yourself, should all of us come here together? We already start this thing together. I don't understand. So he's just that exceptional student. But guess what? He failed aircraft type. I swear. So he went in first.
This is the disappointment I had on my face. Like, how can I fail aircraft type?
Let me not even tell you. We were going in badges to write because, of course, people were coming to write like carry over, whatever. So the hall was full. So he was amongst the first people in my school from my set that went to write. And when he was coming out, he failed. Guy, I was about to enter this. I was scared because in my head, I'm like, I'm not. I mean, I consider myself intelligent, but this guy was coming out now, and then he was like, "I feel the
That's always the response because that failed. That failed to just be stuck on your head.
Like, how I was not shaking. This? I was like, if this guy could fail aircraft type, what? And aircraft type is difficult. Yes, to start with. Airlaw is the one that is quite.
Yeah.
I went inside. I wrote the first one. I passed. I wrote the second one. I passed.
and you know wash
I was
and
the first person in my room that wrote exam. So I was coming, I not pretended. I entered this side. They said, Jennifer, what happened? Did you fall? I said, I paused. They said, hey,
you know what happened when I went to write mine. I went to my friend, and when I was done, I came after. She was like, how far? I said I failed.
She don't believe that.
I swear there was one girl that we don't believe. She don't believe me. I said,
see, you have to take that girl to cry.
She said aircraft type. I said D2. She said, eh? She said, kind now. Stop. I'm just reporting this. She said,
It is relax.
You fail. Wait till you score. I said, I'm serious. 76, 70.
No, but it's
she said,
I can't even. I cannot imagine because it was.
I was so disappointed.
Oh
I mean that made I lost track of getting ready for like every other one that I now took because like I was.
But I mean, you passed the lead.
I mean, I did, but you know that joy of getting it once because the excitement was already there, and I had like a group of people that I was studying with, and they all passed. You get me? So like my expectation was really high. So I'm like, okay, how
it is what it is.
It is what it is eventually. So I have a list of requirements to become a flight attendant.
And we're not saying this thing because we're flying. We're not flying.
We're not flying yet.
But these are things that we know. We've learned in class. We've learned online. We've learned from going for interviews.
Yeah.
And we just thought to share because we know that. And we also get it a lot of times from like girls and young girls trying to, you know, make inquiries. Oh, what do I do? How do I go about pursuing this career path? So yeah.
Okay, so part of the requirements that we have here is your age, 21 years.
I used to think it was 18.
18 is 21.
Oh wow.
Because I mean, Fly Emirates that I did apply for, you have to be 21.
21, okay.
Yeah, 21. And then you should be able to at least speak English fluently, eloquently. You need to be able to speak well.
Very assertive.
Regardless whether you are applying to local airlines or international airlines.
Yeah.
And then another thing that is important is the physical requirements.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean I had to lose weight. I was 62 at that time. I had to be 55.
Why?
I was advised to.
Why?
She
Why? That's
yes, she really advised me to. Why? She was like, "You are overweight.
62 is overweight."
Yes, that was what she told me. Yeah,
for someone to tell you that 62 is overweight.
I mean,
how many of them
saw their flight attendants
look skinny?
Yeah, they
don't look skinny. Like,
skinny.
How many? Please.
But I mean, she told me back then. She told me, "Oh, you can't be 62. You're overweight."
To be honest, most Nigerian aircraft
55 and stuff. I said, "Alright."
Let's just be honest. Most Nigerian cabin crews cannot even pass overwing exits. So if they cannot go through overwing exits,
actually.
So why would you not tell someone to lose weight?
Actually,
it's ridiculous.
Also, you need to develop some necessary skills, which include the customer service skills, of course.
100%.
You have to be 100% on this.
100.
You have to be clear. You have to have experience in customer service, and because this will also help your interaction with customers.
Yeah.
Because flight attendants do more than just serve tea.
That's even like
they
the
do
second,
more than that. We'll come to that, but they do more than that. So part of the skills that you have to also possess is communication skills, because you have to be able to communicate effectively under all circumstances. And you need to know the safety protocols. This is very important. This is part of the training that you're going to get in the school.
How to fight fire, how to...
Yeah, your physical fitness is important. Please take note of that.
Yeah.
You need to be flexible. You need to be very flexible. You need to be able to diversify. You need to be a smart person. When I mean smart, is not talk but just be smart when you do things.
How to read the room, like
yes, exactly. Yeah. Your professional demeanor is very, very important because this job is not a waitress job. It is not a waitress job.
Yeah.
Because I hear people ask me on my LinkedIn. I'm going to have this video posted on my LinkedIn because people have like a lot of questions to ask me out there. They ask like, is it like a waitress?
No, you're not.
You are not a waitress.
In fact, you're not even mandated to carry a passenger's luggage. It's not.
So it's not
your job.
So all of this training will be properly broken down for you in the school. The safety procedures, the service training, and of course, first aid and all of those important ones. Then you get a certification. So the only way you can get a certification is by going to the school. Some is a 3 months training. It's a 3-month training. There's a 6 months. There's a diploma one now.
Oh, really?
Yes. I mean, I still get my school email. I went to every consult limited and I still get their email. They now have like a diploma. So like just get registered, pay. It's not a free course, so
of course.
And make your inquiries well.
Make your inquiries and
make your inquiries. And also make your research. Airlines that you would love to fly with, list them out. I mean, I have like a long list at a time until I started going for interviews and I'm like, okay, this one's out, out. Then like turn on post notifications. Be visiting their websites, career websites to see whenever they are recruiting, then apply.
I also have something to say. So people also have this notion that you have to like apply for you to go for an interview. Sometimes you have to gate crash.
Okay, I'd gate crash once.
I'd gate crash like 2 times.
Once, and I was dealt with.
Why?
They
didn't let you go, you know.
Yes, it was. She was like, she explained to. I mean, I completely understood, and since then I haven't had to gate crash again. I mean, I waited from like 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. That was when she eventually attended to me after like so much pleading. And when I saw her, she told me, this industry is a discipline industry. You shouldn't get crash. If you get called for an interview, come for the interview and go back to your house. But if you don't get openings and you did not apply for a job, especially this job, you shouldn't get crash. And I know she's a disciplined person. I know that some other people might just interview you and just let it go. But this industry,
gotta take the bull by the horn.
You have to take the bull by the horn.
Don't wait for anybody to tell you how to.
You're
not doing anything illegal.
Yeah. So
you're not
like
doing anything illegal.
But I mean, I learned my lesson. That was the first and last time I had to gate crash. So I'm waiting on God on my own turn.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, we're just going to end this by saying that if that's your dream, if that's what you want to do, flying, you've always wanted to be in the sky, and go for it.
Yeah, you can
go for it. Like,
and people are getting jobs by day.
People get jobs like the first interview they go for.
The fact that we are not flying yet doesn't mean that your job is not out there.
I've already said it. My own license, I use it to fly international.
This is my license, and I can't wait to start flying because I mean it's a dream job. It's still part of my dream.
Okay.
Yeah, when you see this video and you have openings,
reach out to us.
And
then see you in the skies.
See you in the skies. Bye.